so hot. It's okay. Start standing. All right, guys, we're gonna start standing, disconnected from our partner. We're both looking to do the same thing, which is get more hands on my opponent than they have on me. I don't care where you guys grab. I'm just trying to get more hands on them than they have on us. We're not settling for neutral connections where it's equal. We're not settling for even if I have just don't settle for neutral, if that makes any sense. I want one of you to target one connection on the head. I don't care what it looks like. The other, I want you to prioritize getting a 2-on-1 on one of your partner's arms. We have wrists, elbows, and head to grab. Use them in any order or combination you want, but again, one of you is prioritizing head connections, the other is prioritizing 2-on-1 connections. Okay? You guys understand? 1, 2, 3.
And we go the whole round, we're going to stay on one. Like say I get hand-arm connection.
I'll tell you guys when to switch roles. All right, guys, go. Okay. So standing, you're both trying to get more hands on the other person than they have on you, but one of you is prioritizing at least one hand on the head, the other is prioritizing 2 hands on one arm. And never settle for neutral. Colin, which one of you is prioritizing the head? Which one of you is prioritizing getting a head connection? Oh. One of you is trying to get a hand on the head, or 2. The other is just trying to get 2-on-1s. No. Get more hands on your partner than they have on you. One of you prioritize getting one or both hands in the head. The other prioritize getting 2 arms on one arm. Make it uneven. Switch roles. If you were going for 2-on-1s, now you're trying to connect to the head. If you were going for the head, now you're trying to connect to 2-on-1s. So it's standing disconnected. We're both trying to do the same thing. We're trying to get more hands on a partner than they have on us, except one of us is prioritizing getting 2 hands on one. The other is prioritizing getting at least 1 or 2 hands on the head. Right. Don't settle for equal connections. We're always trying to make it uneven. Okay?
Does it matter who's going for what?
Up to you guys. In like, when it hits like 90 seconds, just switch your roles. Time. Work on. We're going to start body lock from in front of our partner. You guys can start completely in front or somewhat to the side. We're just not behind our partner's elbows for this game. Body locking player, your job is to continuously try to split your partner's legs and keep your hips as close to your partner's hips as possible. While doing this, you win if you're able to pick your partner's feet up off the ground for, let's say, 3 seconds. Of course, subjective, it's up to you guys. You know when someone is picking you up off the ground and you've lost this game, okay? So again, body locking player, I don't care how high or low your arms are, we're trying to continuously split the legs, and you win by lifting your partner's feet off the ground. Get a body lock. Defender, you win by either. Actually, no. Defender, you cannot win. You can only not lose this game. We're always denying our partner's ability to split our legs from in front, and we're staying far away enough from our partner where they can't get under our hips to make us a liftable object. I still want you to be heavy on your partner, and don't let them use their connections to make you movable.
You don't have to break your connection?
Nope. Okay. Sorry, one thing. We still are able to use our connections to make and maintain connections to manage distance with our legs, our arms. We're just trying to keep their hips away from ours and not let them split our legs. Okay? You guys understand? 1, 2, 3. Go. Gee, you can work it with David. I guarantee you the Gracies did things that did not deserve a bow, I'll tell you. Yep, switch every time someone wins. Hey guys, I'll change it for attacker. If you get behind your partner with a body lock, you win. Okay? Still trying to pick a feet up off the ground, still trying to split the legs. Go. Remember, defender, you're not trying to repummel, we're just trying to not lose. Just for now, keep the body lock. So David, you have to just exist with double overhooks. So no repummeling. He has to keep double unders on you the whole time, no repummeling. You just gotta pretend like you're every Georgian wrestler. Nice. Use your legs to get closer, Ryan. Hop, 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 hop. Watch behind you, Ryan. Time.
So you guys know, class always starts on the dot. Take your legs, get on the mat, find partners and work in. If we're halfway through a round, wait till the next round.
Where are you? Now we're going to start underhook versus overhook. Underhooking player, you win by getting to, underhooking player, your job is to make a strong connection and keep it to your partner. We're looking to get a body lock or pick up a leg for the purpose of playing the previous game's tasks, where we were trying to split the legs and lift. We're trying to split the legs and lift. I don't care how you guys do this, what order you do them in, but we're going from an underhook to the body or a leg to get in front and lift. Defender, I don't want you to evade from this situation. I want you to try and bring your partner's hands to the floor or destabilize your partner in such a way where they have to choose between holding onto you or falling down. I want you to prioritize getting your hips close and in front, splitting your partner's legs, and using feet to feet, knees to knees, and hips to hips to move your partner around. Really want to make it clear, we're trying to bring his hands to the floor, we're trying to make him fall forward, so that means we're not trying to cut back. Use it to move him around if you have to, but I just don't want you guys falling on someone's leg. I want him to choose between falling on his face or letting go.
Is that a win?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Is getting behind the win also as before, or just getting?
Keep going until you get lifted,
Okay.
or they lift. Okay.
Are we prioritizing to stay on the side, or do we go to the front or something?
Front headlock. If either of us gets to a front headlock, the game keeps going until a lift or something. Okay? You guys understand? Yeah. 1, 2, 3.
Get my hands in there, or get me disengage. I'm trying to lift you.
Go. Underhooking player. Get to the body or get to a leg so you can lift your partner's feet up off the ground. Overhook. Destabilize your partner so they have to let go of you. Bring your feet to their feet. Bring your knees to their knees. Bring your hips to their hips. I'll change a little bit, guys. Underhooking player, you win by lifting or getting both your partner's hands to the floor. Overhook, use your feet and hips to try and make your partner's hands touch the mat. Okay? Use your head more, Colin. Fight for the middle. Watch behind you. Remember, bring him to his hands. Split the middle. You get a little bit stickier with your connections.
That feels great. Next one. Now you don't have to now.
Use your attempts to set up a stronger connection. Good, watch the wall, it's not mats. If it's not like a 5-point back arch, be very wary of trying to throw with like things like that. Let's watch behind you, Colin. Time. Go seated in front of me.
Facing.
Yeah. So we're going to start double seated. One of us has ankle grips, and your feet are anywhere between your partner's legs with posts or hooks. I'm going to look to continuously keep my partner's hips on the ground while maintaining connection. If he starts to stand back up, I'm still looking to bring his hands to the floor or his hips to the floor and keep them there for as long as we can. We don't have to stay inside with our feet. We can start connecting to the hips and knees any way you want, but I want you to prioritize getting your feet between your partner's legs. It doesn't have to be from in front, but I just want your feet between your partner's legs somehow. Other player, you're looking to stand up and remove bottom player's connections to your body, bringing your knee close to their knee, be it from outside or between the legs, and hold this for as long as we can. It doesn't have to be him removing my connections from double seated and then building, and it doesn't have to be me getting my feet inside before destabilizing. I just want you to seek his hips on the floor and both your feet inside to keep him there. Okay?
Is there like a reset, or is this continuous?
Continuous. I'll tell you guys when to switch. It's not going to be 6 the whole time.
Guys, if you feel discomfort in your knee, just tell your partner to tap and then reset a position if anything gets funky.
You have to maintain control of both legs. You can't just go to single.
Anything that helps you down the hips and keep his hips on the mat. Collecting both legs probably is going to help more. Okay? 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, well, you're trying to just keep my butt on the mat. You can always get your feet to the inside positions, whether it be outside to inside. Try to always get your legs back to the
You guys can use entanglements for this, but keep them open circuit entanglements. So no connecting your legs together. Okay. Go. Just remain bottom player the whole time. We'll work wrestling up later. So just as like, if we were but if we were standing and we have collar ties, I'm looking to get inside bicep ties. Give me your arms. It's similar with our legs. We're using our legs to get inside of his, and connect to the backs of knees, and connect to the hips with our feet and knees. Keep your feet and knees on them. Keep your feet and knees on them. Step on them. Post on them. Not just remain bottom player. Remain. Yes, try to make his hips touch the floor. All right, guys, switch roles. Switch top and bottom. If you had inside position, now you have outside. If you have inside position, we're trying to keep our feet between our partner's knees any way we can and keep his hips on the floor for as long as you can. Other player, build up and maintain the knee line for as long as you can. Good, keep his feet off you, keep his feet off you. If you feel stuck in a position, extract your leg, push in further, begin to rotate, explore your options and how you can start basing and building. G, build up off the floor. Shoulders to elbows, elbows to hands, hips to knees, knees to feet. And if you find you're having a lot of success holding someone down with like a leg entanglement, just do like, sit in your butt. Things like this, like you were playing with the end. There's no traditional leg entanglements just because you're more skilled than them right now. David, get your feet between his knees. Yes, keep his hips on the floor. Somebody's trying to build up. Who's trying to build up? Good. Get his feet off you, G. Get your knee out. Get your knee out. Good. Good. Reset. Reset. Time.
Take a minute, chill, guys. Breathe. David, shoes off the mat. Leave them in there. Hold your shoes off the mat.
Go on your back. So we'll start belly up guard player versus standing passer. Standing passer, you're going to get to any connection with your knee touching their knee. Throughout this entire game, I want you to keep at least one hand on the mat. 2 is okay, 1 is okay. Your job is to stand top, hold your partner down, and keep your knee touching his knee for as long as you can. I don't care if you guys start trying to bring it close to the floor or staying high up. I just need you to keep 3 points of contact. 1, 2, 3 at all times. Like I said, 4 is okay. We're still not going chest to chest. We're still not going double knees down. We're just trying to get our knee close to his knee and keep at least 3 points of contact on the ground. Bottom player, you win by downing your partner's hips and getting head height versus your partner. Stand up for a second. Bottom player, I want you to prioritize getting 3 points of contact on one of your partner's leg before you start initiating your destabilization process. It's not mandatory if you guys feel like it's not a useful constraint for you, just don't bother, just try to get your feet back inside. But if you guys are more advanced, I want you to get 1, 2, 3 points of contact before trying to move your partner around and become top player. Okay? If you don't know any of that stuff about guard, get your feet on him, push him away, try to get on top.
Does that be 2 points of contact with the hands, or could you do 2 with your feet and then 1 with hand?
4 limbs, anything.
So 3 points of contact for each.
Pretty much. Top player, 3 points of contact on the ground. Bottom player, 3 points of contact on one leg. Play with that constraint. If you get on top, you get on top. Okay?
If you don't get head height, can they come back up?
Yes. You have to become top player. 1, 2, 3. Just like creating a very fertile environment for false reaps to happen.
Yeah, exactly.
Go. Top player, keep at least one hand on the floor while maintaining the knee line. Bottom player, bring your partner's hips to the floor and get on top. Oh God, careful. Oh, Jesus. That looks horrible. You okay? With the knee line, it's like a weird, weird line, but like, I want you to prioritize something like this. If he has you in some leg entanglement, remove these connections and get your knee to the back of his knee. It's just a very arbitrary rule today.
No knees down and
No knees down. Knees off the mat, G. Somebody get up. Nice. See, you okay? I see you going for the legs a lot. I don't want to deter you from that, but just right now, go on your back. I want you to prioritize getting connection to the backs of my knees. It could be this, it could be this, it could be this. I want your feet between my legs. If you have to use something like this to get there, that's fine. But prioritize things like this.
All right.
Okay. You okay?
I don't remember what it's called. Can't just do two. It's like this, and then this arm, like that. What's that called?
Fuck it.
does that count?
Don't cover the hips. So like, I would say, I would count this as like covering a hip, or
And I just stay below this.
not even that, just keep your feet connected to the backs of my legs and knees.
Okay.
I just want to see like what that makes you do. But that, it's like, it could be a Z-lock, the position some people call like diagonal ashi or something. How old are you?
I just turned 18.
Just be mindful in a lot of no-gi tournaments, unless it's advanced, you can't bring your hip over to reap the knee like that.
Oh, really?
It's got to be advanced division.
Yeah, I feel like the rest of the middle from behind the knees is just ankles and like that.
I mean, seeking that is kind of how every guard emerged, pretty much. Someone was like, man, I keep falling down when they do this. What if I just split my legs? Oh, they keep trying to do this. What if I just like stuff it? I feel like they got dumber. It's funny, you look at like old Japanese jiu-jitsu books and old judo books, and it's like, man, the technique looks so bad, but it's like, maybe they just give you just enough. Come on, Dave.
I'm like, this guy's
Let me take your back, sit and face that way. We're gonna start on the back. I have hooks in, covering hips, a seat belt going under one armpit and over the other shoulder, and I'm sandwiching his head between my head and my top arm. Maintaining chest to back connection and keeping this head-arm alignment is an incredibly important feature of controlling the back. It doesn't matter if it's traditional IBJJF scoring points with hooks, crucifix, the way Joseph Chen hit that very interesting flip over back take versus Lucas Barbosa. All of these require a very tight connection to the shoulder line via head and arm alignment. I just want to keep that, I want to make sure you guys keep that in mind. Attacker, my job is to either build up, actually no. My job is to go from a chest to back connection to any chest to chest connection, but I need to stay underneath at least one arm while building up. Once I get to any chest to chest connection and underneath one arm, I want you guys to go to submission. We're looking to turn this way. We're always looking to segment his arms away from his body so we can start putting them in states of extension or contraction and look for figure fours in the arms, head and arm strangles, whatever you guys want to submit. If I fail in trying to come up to a chest to chest connection and he's able to get his arms back to his body, he wins. Defender, get on top, get back to a guard, get on top, or get back to any bottom position with your elbow space reclaimed. Okay? Does everyone understand?
Can you submit from back?
No.
And make turn your face from the back then?
Yes. If you go to mount and you get underneath an arm and you can go back to the back, sure.
Okay.
But does everyone understand what I'm asking?
Yeah.
So, put your back for a second. We're trying to pin and hold someone down. We're trying to connect to the torso to hold it still. We have these arms in the way. Regardless of where I am, if they can start pushing on me and creating frames to manage space, it's harder for me to hold them down and submit them. So we can start getting these things out of the way and control this elbow space, this armpit space, to get his hands off of us, and it makes him vulnerable to getting arms isolated, compressing an arm and a neck. So I want you to go from the back to something like this, where I have his arm, I have his elbow space controlled to pursue a submission. But if I go from the back to he has control of his elbow space, I lose. And of course, if I get to here and he's able to get his arms back, he still wins. Okay? 1, 2, 3. Remember, guys, it doesn't have to be mount. It could be half guard top. It could be some weird Khabib leg ride thing. Go.
From the back, I see you can't really choke him. Can we like do an arm bar? It's still technically submission from the back.
I would rather you pursue going from chest to back to chest with an elbow.
Yeah.
It's hard to say. I think the skill of going to the armbar from the back is going to get better if you get good at something like this first. Not saying you have to do this before that, but this is a skill that'll like reinforce what you're talking about.
That way I finish it off like that.
Don't let them press away from the floor. Keep your head tighter, G. Good, let's start building up. Get to a pin. Oh, don't let them Merkle you like that. Nice, G, get the hooks back in. Good, let's build up, let's build up. Let's work to a chest pin. Nice. Good, let's get under elbows, David. He wins. I'll count that as a win. It's hard to say like exactly what is the angle, but I want you to seek extreme contraction or extreme extension. If there's like an in-between space, that's like a different game space to explore for another day. Nice, stay under his elbows, G. Get your hands on him, get your hands on him. Keep working, keep working. Nice. Just for now, and because of your wrestling background, I want to constrain you from basing up to elbows and knees. Okay, so if you have to, you can start basing to help get your back on the mat, but I want you to prioritize getting your back to the floor and getting your elbows back to your body. Getting up to knees isn't wrong, it's just you're already attracted to that so much, I wanted you to get a different feel for a different behavior.
So instead of like it's just kind of.
Yeah. Use rotation to help unwind the connection. We gotta get you a rash guard, man. I don't know how wrestlers can work out in like champs sweatpants and old hoodies.
I haven't done that since sophomore year.
Stay under his arm. Nice, that's a win. Colin wins. Of course, you can always reclaim that elbow space as top player, but I want you to never give it up going from the back. And even though you lost this game, you still got on top of someone. So it's not like it's a bad thing. Time. That's class for all levels. Get a drink of water.